I got off my shift early, bought a cake, and showed up to my parents' house for their 40th anniversary. The door was locked. My mom whispered through the crack, "It's just for married couples tonight. You'd feel out of place." I turned around, took a deep breath, and left the cake on the porch. At 11:52 p.m., my uncle messaged, "Grow up. Not everything is about you." So I forwarded him a screenshot. Next morning, everyone woke up to a notice. I'd sold the family land they all lived on. "You signed it without even calling me?" "You live 2 hours away, Micah. You've made it clear this isn't your home anymore." Julie's voice cracked with that practiced, PTA-wrapped condescension. Kevin leaned against the counter, arms folded like a cop in a standoff. Mom sipped her tea like she wasn't part of the ambush. Dad? Silent, as usual. "It was in the will," I said. "1/3. Mine. You didn't even ask." "We thought you'd be mature enough to let it go," Kevin muttered. "Like you let me go last Saturday?" I asked. Silence. Someone shifted. Someone else looked at their phone. "I'm Micah Hayes. 28. I'm an RN in Tulsa. I do night shifts in trauma, live alone, and drive a used Ford Escape that smells like coffee and antiseptic. I haven't brought a girl home since Mom asked if she went to church before she asked her name. They never understood me. That I could love them and still leave. That maybe being different didn't mean being distant. But they never really tried to understand either. The family. Julie, 35. My older sister, married, 3 kids, Home Depot loyalty card, speaks like her Facebook is recording everything. Kevin, 31. The good son, volunteer firefighter, county darling, married to Lauren, who bakes cookies for the HOA. Dad, Tom Hayes, 63. Retired sheriff, hides behind quiet, never raised a hand, just let Mom do the swinging. Mom, Elaine Hayes, 61. Built on casseroles and scripture, could guilt a ghost? Last year when Grandpa died, he left the family land split evenly. Me, Julie, Kevin. It was 14 acres behind the old barn. Hills, a pond, oak trees older than time. Meant something. Last week I got a call from a county clerk. A permit had been filed. Kevin was building an extension. They'd used my name, forged a release. Julie notarized it. They didn't expect me to find out. But I did. The night of the lockout. Their 40th wedding anniversary. I left work early. Bought a $68 cake from a place in Tulsa that uses bourbon in the frosting. I wore a collared shirt. I even put on real shoes. When I knocked, Mom opened the door, 2 inches. I could see coats hanging, candles flickering. "Micah, it's just for couples tonight. You'd feel out of place." I brought cake. "That's thoughtful. Leave it on the porch." The door clicked shut. At 11:52 p.m., Kevin texted, "Grow up, man. It's not always about you." So I took a screenshot. Then I opened the folder on my laptop labeled, "In case they ever push too far." At 19, Kevin stole $3,200 from Grandpa's safe to cover gambling debts. I found out. I paid it. I told Grandpa I'd borrowed it for car repairs so Kevin wouldn't be cut out of the will. They said thank you. Once, never repaid me. Never mentioned it again. I saved the Venmo trail. Kevin sent me beer one time instead of the full repayment. He thought I deleted the texts. I didn't. I sold my 1/3 of the land. Legally? Quietly. To a developer with plans for a solar farm, I recorded every voicemail, copied every permit, captured every message, even the "you're overreacting" texts. Then I emailed the family folder. Subject: You locked me out, so I let myself out. Attachments: Recorded call with Kevin admitting the forgery. Zoning permit file with fake signature. Screenshot of Kevin's 11:52 p.m. message. PDF of final land sale at the bottom. I hope the twins enjoy their new view of solar panels. Julie called first, screaming, "You tanked Kevin's build. You just cost us 50 grand. Did I? I said. Or did you think the quiet kid didn't keep receipts? Mom left a voicemail praying for me. Kevin threatened lawyers. Until I reminded him I recorded him, Dad never called. 4 days later, Dad drove to Tulsa, sat on my stoop with the cake, still frozen. Didn't knock right away. When I opened the door, he stood up, handed it to me. You were right. I should have said something a long time ago. We sat, ate 2 slices, didn't talk about the rest. It wasn't forgiveness. It was acknowledgement. And for me, that was more than I ever expected. I bought a house just outside Broken Arrow. 2 bedrooms, white fence, long driveway. Not much, but it's mine. I planted a tree in the backyard, named it Closure. Kevin emailed last week. When you're ready, I'll listen. I haven't replied, but I didn't delete it either. And the cake? Still in my freezer. Not out of spite, out of memory. I'll eat the last slice when I stop needing proof that I mattered.